Hello, welcome to another episode of Mark II Golf Stories. We're back in the GTI. Today we're going to be taking out the dash and replacing some wiring. We had a bit of a fire, I'll explain that shortly. Okay, so the other week my dad was looking at some of the headlights, plugged the switch back in for the headlights. While he was messing about outside, he looked up and noticed smoke coming from inside the car. Luckily, he managed to catch it before it turned into a full-blown fire, but we have had some melted wires. So, as you can see, damage was pretty bad, but it could have been a hell of a lot worse. Like I say, we're lucky he caught this and the whole car didn't go up in flames. But as a result, this whole bit of wiring is now redundant. And as we don't know what else is going to be shorting out on this car, I bought a whole new wiring loom for the instrument cluster. It might also, fingers crossed, help us get rid of that weird immobilizer and hopefully, fingers crossed, sort out the issue with the fuel pump constantly running. Here's the whole dash cluster wiring loom we've got. We've also got a wiring loom for the electric window switches, which hopefully will do as well. Before we do that, we're going to have to remove this dash. That's something I've done in another video, so I'm not going to be doing it here. But if you want to know how to remove the dash, click on this link up here and it should take you to that video. You can tell this used to be a smoker's car. There's a really horrible thick layer on everything, the wires, the switches, with a horrible stinking dust, and it absolutely stinks in here. So hopefully we can give it a bit of a refresh from taking all this stuff out and get it nice and clean and get rid of this horrible smell. Let's get this out. There we go. That's the dash out. Now we can look at figuring out what wires go where and how we can replace them. Bit of a minefield. Let's compare this to our new loom. I think that's what we're going to do. State of this, absolutely disgusting. All the absolute filth on it. Oh, none of this car stinks. All of this stuff's going to be going onto the fuse box, so I think we'll just pull this out first of all. Oh, it's very important to note that we have disconnected the battery before touching any of this stuff. So let's get this out and we can see where things go. So here's our new loom. This wire seems to be a separate thing, so I'll just put this to one side for a moment. I'm not sure where to begin on this. Right, so we're going to have to cut it off. It's all tied up in places. So, yeah, please. Here's this new part I put in for the idle relay. I wrapped it around this existing loom, so I'll just take this bit off so we can separate that from it. Thank you. Cut this off from here. So we'll do this in a kind of methodical way. So we've got the connections here for the wipers or whatever on the back of here. There's a two of them. So we'll pull these up, we'll check the colours, pull this off and then plug this straight on. Green and black, white and black, red and white, yeah that's the right one, that goes on there. So that's this one. Right, that's on there. What are you saying?
That one there, it just jumped from up here somewhere.
What one where?
That one.
It's not plugged into anything?
I don't know, it jumped from up there somewhere.
Oh Christ. It's a mystery then, isn't it? It's broken, whatever it was. This one on here. This is our new loom. Make sure we don't get too confused. Here we go, here's the ignition. The back of here, Dad.
Yeah.
This one. So that's this one. Okay. Right, so if we can find this connection here on the new loom. So that's a red, white and black connection. If I can find that there. It's further down the loom. Can't find that at the moment, so I'll just leave that plugged in there. Come back to that. This goes into that box up here, I think. It's got that's bottom of the cluster, that's for the lights. This comes over the top here. How do we get this box off here?
Can you undo it that way?
How's this come off here? There's a clip there. Two clips on either side. Which way is that going? Oh no, there we go, it's the same. That way then. You turn it on here, let's see what I'm doing, thank you. Okay, state of all this on here.
It will be.
The other one wasn't like this because the guy smoked for 40 years in it. What can we give this a clean with?
What is it? The dust.
It's like cigarette dust. It's all like minging horrible stuff. I've got a clue what this thing is. It's a bit worrying. Anybody knows? Got a brown and white and a red wire on it. Some kind of thing in the end. What is that? Let's have a look. Is that a fuse? Can't get it out. Miles better. Where does that go? That's the question.
Cutters will do that. Better.
So one thing we have noticed, one slight difference is on the connection for the bottom of the cluster. This one has got some extra wires. This is the old one. This is the new one. So as you can see, it's got this red and white extra wire here, and this green one underneath. Not sure what these go to. Well, I know the red and white one are the ones that go to this thing here. So we can unplug that, that's not an issue. I think this is all for the MFA trip computer. Now we're getting into weird immobilizer territory. These fucking wires on here. Oh, getting scared now. That's all part of the immobilizer here.
All that.
All this black wire is here.
And it's burnt.
No. Let's go to this relay as well. Goes in that way around. That's that big blue one there. What does this go to? So which way is that going? That way. See what I'm doing. So we've got one. Oh. What's that? Fuck, what's that for? Ah, is that my power to this?
Right there. That big cluster at the back.
I need this wire here. I haven't got this. Where's this going to? That's going to my that's a power for this relay. My idle control relay.
Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah?
So what about it?
I'm taking power from that. For that.
You know what you're doing.
But I mean, I've got to find power from somewhere else for it, that's what I'm saying. The moment's coming out the back of the blue plug, but I don't have a spare one on the back of this one. God, it's all melted down here. Look at all that.
Burnt, been burnt, you mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That's why that lights won't go out.
That's cut and joined there, that's why.
Press in.
Yeah. So I need to find a new power for my idle control relay.
What colour, black or brown?
It's black one. There was a black one out of the back of this. Spare one, but on this one it's not spare, it's being used. Green one, this new one over. What is that? Is that just for the right? I can use that as power. That's just part of this relay. It's immobiliser. Dad, please stop talking to me a moment. I need to concentrate on what I'm doing. Don't know where that went. Okay, that's out. It's getting a bit confusing. This is worrying me now. Right, I'm going to stop here for a minute because there seems to be more discrepancies between what wires are on these connections and what wires are on the existing one. For example, again, this is the old red one at the back of the fuse box. This is the new one. This one has a double brown and white lead at the top of it. And this one has a single. And this one has a blue lead on it. So, yeah, I don't know. Also, this has got an extra power. Yeah, it's got a red one now, which this one doesn't have. So I don't know, I need to go and confirm with the guy who bought this off, make sure it is out of a 16 valve Golf. But they're both for a CE1, which is what this is. Okay, so I spoke to a few people on the Facebook groups, Mark II Facebook groups, and John Newman was very helpful as ever. These two are just for the MFA feed. So you just need to depin these and put them into the connection on the new plug. And depinning these is very, very easy. You need something just to lift up this little tab here. I've got this depinning tool. You probably don't need this. Half of these aren't strong enough, so I'm just using this round one just to lift up the tab, like so. You can see that. And then when that lifted up, just pull the pin out. And then that goes next to the blue wire. That just goes in there. It's a case of pushing it in. There we go. So it needs to be the same with this white wire. If anyone knows what these connections are called, please let me know, because I have no idea and I'd be interested to know. Be careful with these when you pull in the middle to pull the wire out of the spade. Those two replaced. Now I need to figure out where this is going. So going down here into this. So there's a wire that goes onto this as well from it, so I've got to find that and depin that one as well. So yeah, this wire now we're just tracing down here, this black and white one. It's going down here. Ah, it's going to the black one. Right, so it's dipping one on the black one as well. Okay, and that black one is going to pin number 2 on this connection. So same process with that. And the same with this red and white one. It's going down here into this connector on the front, so you've got front and back on this. Back, I'm saying, is with this little nodule thing. And the front is this side without one. So let's just get that out. Through to wire that into there. There we go. Let's plug in there. Right, what else does come out of this now? So there's one going into this red plug, I think, by the looks of it. This brown and white one. Where's that going? Ah, that's one of the ones that go into the back here. Okay, so it goes into here. So I guess we just put this in. There we go. Ah. Right, let's see what this goes to then. If it goes to anything on that bloody immobilizer, I'm going to be a bit screwed here. Doesn't look like it does. That's good. So let's replace that one on my red plug now, wherever that is. Yep, that's the one. Okay, this isn't so straightforward. This brown and white one, this brown one tracks all the way down, obviously to that. And the other, wait a minute. Oh, it just goes to that. Okay. Let's unplug this from this harness then. Okay, that's plugged in there now. So we can get our red plug plugged in the back of our fuse box. Okay, so when it's plugging this in, we're going to have to swap out this plug as well. So we'll do that at the same time. So this one down here. So this has got to come out as well. See if that just pulls off. Ah, yep. Okay. Come out with the rest of this awful wiring. Our new plug. Our new. Try and tangle it all a little bit as best we can. Right. So that goes on there. And this goes in here. Okay. So what's stopping the rest of this coming out now? Let's have a look. Right, for some reason, this metal fuse junction, which is for the electric windows, seems to be wired in to the main harness. So I think I might have to unplug this, as we already have it here on the electric window harness. Like I say, I'm pretty sure this is part of the electric window wiring, so I'm going to just take this out for a moment so I can remember where to go. Dear, it goes up there. It goes behind there. I'll take it off there. These separate. So I'll leave it on there. Yeah, they look exactly the same. Right, yeah, this must be wired up slightly differently than this one. So on the original one, which if you can see that down there, you've got power going to this relay at the top, and then it goes onto the back of the fuse box. But on this one, the same plug, that power's going to this relay at the bottom, and that one is going onto the board. Okay, so this here is actually this part of this relay. So I can take this off. I should be able to pull that out. We'll see how these come off though. Right, there we go, I've got that off. It just slides backwards. I need to get this one back in place. Right, pull the power out. Okay.
A new one going there now.
Will do, yeah. Alright, let's pull these out. So this can go. I'm going to leave this off for the time being, get all this wired up first, and then I can wire this in. Oh, I hope to God I'm right on all this. If I'm not, screwed, but I mean, it needs doing anyway, so yeah, nearly there now. Just trying to figure out what we need to remove out now to get all this wiring out. I think this is all just stuff to do with the freaking immobiliser. Relay up here, what does that go to? Well, that's part of the weird immobiliser thing. That's good. That going up here. I guess we can just pull that off. Okay. So that's all red. So it's just that's going in there, wasn't it? Just in case I need to put it back in for any reason. Shouldn't do. Jammed in there. And then we've got these two wires. I think they're joined here. So undo that. They're going back now. That's what we got here now. Holding this in here. Oh, this is bad. Look at all this is here. Worry about that in a minute. What's holding us in here? Right, so we've got these two. What do these go to? Green and brown. So they're going to connections back here. Where do they go? So there are more in this here. So some more to get out of here. So green and black and green. Okay, that's going into here. this brown one here. So that's going next. Oh, I've already got one there, that's interesting. So just an earth. Let's pull that one out of here, because that's going to something up here, some kind of sender from the engine bay. But that's going to where this brown one is. Guess we'll just pull this brown one out for now and see what happens. You need to remember, this brown one went in here. I don't know what I've done with my flipping tool for getting these off. I'm using a screwdriver for the time being. So I might stab myself. I'll just tape that up for the time being, I guess. Let's go. Right, what's going in? A couple of browns. Where are they going? Into this mess of wiring here. That's all to do with this actually, that. I'll just take that off here. I guess this isn't a standard connection. Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, I believe that is everything now. Let's have a look. So the only thing connecting this to the car is the immobiliser on the dashboard. In fact, this can come out for the time being. Don't need this. This can come out of all this wiring. So there's one thing I need to do, and that is plug the power in from the idle control relay, because it doesn't have power at the moment, does it? So where can I get power for this from now? There's still a bit of shady wiring going on in here.
Right. Tester.
I'll test it when I
It'll slip off, is it?
shouldn't do.
I'll put some tape around it.
So all these other connections are plugged in properly, I'm going to pop off.
Still put some tape around that in case it pops off.
No, let's just try see if it starts. Yeah. Where's that vacuum line?
Dodgy and all, isn't it?
Plug that in on there. Get this in here. Do you want to reconnect the battery on for us, Dad?
Huh?
Do you want to connect the battery back up for us?
That's in the way now.
Where are the keys? That's the next question. Oh, here they are. We should start.
Have you adjusted it?
There we go. Yes! Result. If anyone's got a idea what fuse goes in here, what it connects onto, 2-way wires, let me know. In fact, I'll have a look on that thing I've got. So I guess all that's left to do really is just tidy all this up, cover up bits that are bare like this, get the fuse box back in place. Yeah, but yeah, I am chuffed to bits that this is all working. Big weight off my mind. Glad I got rid of that immobiliser. Phew. So yeah, here's everything we've taken out. Flaming heck. If you've found this video useful or interesting, please give us a like, click on subscribe. If you found it useful, please let us know. It's always good to know that we've helped somebody with this, if you're going through a similar sort of thing. But yeah, look at the state of this wiring from the short we had. That is a complete mess. I'm glad this is done. Next job will be putting in a new clutch cable, sorting out the gear linkage, and get the dashboard back in. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you in another video again soon. Bye bye.